Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Britt and this is the non-secret life of a Mormon housewife, where I just kind of show you every day a little bit about what I'm doing. And today, let me tell you, I think day 6, I don't know. Anyways, let me tell you, changing anything in the morning routine to get the kids off to school is a bad idea. We had a very funny morning, very leisurely for, because we decided, I usually make a big breakfast every morning because I love breakfast and I wake up hungry and I just am like, we all need to eat and we need to start the day off right, like how nice. We sit down and we eat breakfast, and today we were not eating breakfast. And so I didn't make a big breakfast, and there was like nothing to after we have breakfast, then everyone, my oldest leaves right after, and then my youngest two, they get, or my oldest one at home, I should say. My oldest one at home leaves, she goes off to school, and then my younger two, then they get ready for school, and it's, just works out so well. And today, we were 1 minute late to school because we did not spend a half hour eating breakfast. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. But there was no rhyme or reason for people this morning. Everyone was just kind of I don't know how to function because we changed the routine. It was pretty funny. So, anyways, that was our day, or the start of our day. And what else are we going to be doing today? Well, right now I am going to go get in the hyperbaric chamber. There's one at my sister's house. I have an injured hamstring and this is healing it, and I'm so excited about that. So I'm going to do my hyperbaric chamber session, and then there was something else. I feel like I'm missing something today. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Anyways, gonna go home and get some stuff done, apparently. And then my son, when after school today, we got, piano lessons, and then we're gonna take my son to the temple for his very, very first time ever, and he's so excited, and it's so great. He's going to be doing proxy baptisms for those who didn't have the opportunity to be baptized when they were alive. So it's generally called baptisms for the dead. It sounds kind of weird and gruesome, but it's not. You just are baptized, your own self. You get baptized, and in someone else's name. And then we believe that they can choose that, to accept that ordinance and that gift from Christ, or they can choose to not. So it's not like we're forcing people to be baptized, but just giving them the opportunity, and then they can choose to accept it or not. So he's going to go do that today for his very first time, and we're so stoked about it. And then after that, we're gonna come back to our house, and some of the youth are going to be coming over to watch a football game and eat pizza and play games and such. So anyways, full day of great stuff. I'll keep you posted. Hey y'all, I'm back and did the chamber for the first time ever. It did not go great. The power went out while I was inside, and that was kind of scary. And so I didn't love the session, but I'm just gonna say that I'm sure it was beneficial. I'm sure it was. But it kind of shook me up a little bit because I was in there for a hot minute without power, and anyways, so for the rest of the day, it's gonna carry on as for to planned, except now I'm gonna sit by the fire for just a little bit and read my book and take my world religion class and just, have some nice chill out time. I think that's all there is to say. Adios. Hey there. I'm just showing you guys how I make my hot chocolate. It is delicious. It's delicious to the taste, and I just really love it. And what I do is I just take a cup, whatever cup it is that I'm going to be drinking out of. So for today, I'm drinking out of these. These are like not for hot chocolate, but like for like hard lemonade. I didn't know that when I bought them, but whatever. I think they're so pretty. Look how pretty that is. So I just take a Fairlife protein drink, pour it in my cup there. Then I usually need more milk to like finish it off. So I poured in this time coconut milk because I'm out of the other milks and I haven't gone to a store that sells that milk. I went to Costco yesterday because I did a good job, but I haven't gone to the other stores, probably today. Anyways, fill that up. Then I heat it up on the stove top, turn that on, ka-chow. Then, so my chocolate mixture or my milk is heating up. Now, this is when the next glorious step happens. What I do is I take dark chocolate, like bittersweet, like 65%, and I chop it up into little tiny pieces and I melt it on the stovetop with coconut oil, a spoonful of coconut oil. Then I I heat it all up and I pour it into my little canning jar. Now inside my canning jar, I've got dark, blissful chocolate. And I let it solidifies because it's coconut oil. So it solidifies when it gets cold. And then every day, actually, I just heat it up on the stovetop with some water in there. And once it's all nice and hot and the milk is nice and hot, I just whisk them together. Voila, healthy hot chocolate. And it's delicious and I love it. And that's my favorite thing about wintertime is drinking that hot chocolate next to the awesome fire, which my husband made for me today, and because he's the best. So I'm just saying, you got to try the hot chocolate. It's so good. So I think I'm going to make an entire video, as if I make all these long videos, but an entire video about these world religions and how much I'm loving each one. But I just wanted to highlight something real quick as I'm just like thinking on it right now. So the LDS saints, as like, generally speaking, from the ones that are, pioneer stock, like people coming across the plains, landing in Utah, just like the core beginning of the Latter-day Saints. Those people coming from that upbringing or that background, that's the right word, that background. That's what I come from. I am like a pioneer descendancy. Now, what does that mean? So a lot of the saints back from the early 1800s were immigrants that were destitute. They had sold everything they had in order to get enough money to travel across the Atlantic Ocean, across the United States, and finally settle in Salt Lake City or Valley. And so they were destitute pioneers, and it was a barren desert wasteland. And they're like, we are supposed to make our house here. And that takes like some serious grit and hard work. And those are principles that have been passed down generation to generation. And that's a wonderful thing. I'm not at all discounting how important it is that you have resilience and the ability to like apply yourself. Fantastic. And I feel like I have been in a pendulum swing of like pushing myself too far in that direction, and which has led me not only to tearing my hamstring, but also of needing some like serious rest, and which is what I'm trying to do this winter, is like really lean into the season. And so here I am resting, and been taking these world religion classes, and something that I've really loved in like Hinduism and Buddhism and Taoism is the desire, or not the desire, no, the trust that we have time to work things out. Like, things don't have to be done right now and push with all your might. Like, sit back and let God to do his good work in your soul. Just like our previous president of our church, Russell M. Nelson, said, quoted in a scripture, and then, rephrased into his own words, but be still. And I did no research for this little tangent of thought, but let go and let God, right? That was what he had said in a few years ago. And just to like let go of this hard grip of like what we are trying to force into reality, and allow God to allow his power to just flow in through your life. And I just love that so much. And accept others where they are and who they are and what they're doing. And I think when you have a certain emphasis in your life, and then you allow it to like overtake, and then you forget to embrace the other truths that are also important, obviously creates an imbalance. And the blessing that I received a couple weeks ago now, or a week and a half ago now, about resting, this morning when I had a bad experience in the hyperbaric chamber, and I was complaining about it to God on my drive home. And obviously it's not like it took a lot of effort to go and do the hyperbaric chamber, but I have like a list of all these things that I'm trying to do in order to heal. And what was the instruction I was given? To rest. So I need to allow some of that to just go, just like allow some of it to not be so high on my, or not even create a to-do list, but just allow myself to be, and allow myself to rest and trust that God has got it. Trust in his power and the energy of his work to just flow through me and flow through my life, and be accepting of his plans, So anyways, that's the state of mind that I'm in right now. And I just love that God has and wants so much goodness in so many people, all of his people, all around the world. Like, that's his desire. As I was quoting yesterday, is to bring to pass the immortality and eternal life of man. His whole goal, his work and his glory, his entire purpose of creating this earth is us, and to bring our salvation. And I think that is so amazing. And I think we can really allow ourselves to be still and trust that a little bit more deeply, instead of trying to, do the hustle. So anyways, I just thought that was really beautiful in the class that I took today. And I think this video is probably getting like pretty long today. And even though it's been a pretty mellow day, I probably will film a little bit more when we're at the temple, and then that'll be it. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed seeing a little glimpse of what it means to be a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or what I am filming this as is a traditional Mormon housewife. Bye. Oh, good job. Zach, I'm so excited for you. Yeah, me too. Okay, stop right there. This is the doors. And I want to take a picture of you two.